Hello everyone, welcome to our blockchain workshop. In this workshop, we will give you a step-by-step guide on how to build a blockchain game with our Forge SDK. And please get your laptop or computer ready before join this workshop. Here is the agenda of this workshop. First, we need to be clear about the basic requirements to participate in this workshop. Then we will walk through our game design and the basic background knowledge. We will describe what the game will look like and what are the business rules in the game. Next, we will set up our wallet playground in the AV node, which is an awesome blocklet that can demo many features of our APT wallet and other ArcBlock technologies. Then I will guide you through bootstrap our game app with our sample project. Then we will start our Visual Studio Code and implement the planned feature in the app. Finally, we will get our game bundled and published as a blocklet. Now let's start. First, for the basic requirements, you need to get your local APT node instance up and running. If you haven't done this, please refer to our previous talks and workshops for how to do this. And second, you need to have APT wallet installed and set up on your phone. Ideally, you should have your phone connected to the same network as your laptop. Third, you should have some basic programming knowledge, and you should know basic command line operations. Then it's better you can write some code with JavaScript, and it's better you know some React, because the game app will be built using JavaScript and React.js. And lastly, you should have MongoDB up and running. If you do not have MongoDB installed, you can install it with brew install MongoDB. And the MongoDB is a required database for our wallet playground and our game. And that's all for the basic requirements. If any of these are not ready, please take your time to get them ready. Okay. And then for what we will be building in this workshop, it's a simple game. This is a screenshot of the UI part of the user interface part of the game. It's a simple. This is a classic game called 2048 that users combine tiles on this grid to achieve higher scores. And this is the score of the current game the user has achieved, and this is the balance of the game coin of the current user, the player. And this button should be disabled if the balance of the game coin is 0. And once the user have bought more coins, he or her should be able to start a new game. And this button is used for buy more coins. And this is the UI part. And for the business logic rules, here are the simple list. First, we provide a simple game that user combine tiles to achieve higher score. And the user need to log in with APT wallet to play the game. And user need to pay game coins to start a new game. And the game coins are bought with native APT token. Ideally, if this game is running production, thus the game developer can get paid if the game become very popular. And what's more, if the user has achieved a higher score on record, such as he got a score like 1024 or 248 or 696, 3096, he can get a unique badge that he can show off, and he can save that badge in his wallet. Okay, and to make the feature of the game become reality, we will leverage a few capabilities of our blockchain framework. The first one is atomic swap. Since our blockchain framework is built with the purpose to allow developers to start their application chain easily, we need to that's common for different chains to move data from one chain to another in a secure way. And that's why atomic swap is born. Atomic swap is a way to move data across different chains securely. And the word move here means the tokens and assets can all be moved, or we can refer this action as swapped. And for the SDK support, our DDoS SDK has built-in support for atomic swap handling. And in our game application implementation part, I will demo to you how to use this library to handle atomic swap with empty wallet. And another background knowledge is non-fungible token, which is also called NFT. No matter you admit it or not, almost everything will be digitalized on blockchain or somewhere else. Most of them are digitalized on our current internet. The most common use case for blockchain is for tokens or coins, but anything that's not a token can also be stored on blockchain. They are called non-fungible token, such as our certificates, badges, or tickets. They can be saved and displayed in empty wallet, and they can be transferred on our blockchain. And for the SDK support, our NFT, we also have a standalone library to allow users to create non-fungible tokens easily on the blockchain. And in the later of the workshop, I will demo to you how to use this lib to create high score badges for users. Okay, then let's move on to the for the features we need to use in the game. We should first set up an awesome blocklet that's called Wallet Playground, and play in the blocklet to see what the atomic swap and NFT will look like. And to set up Wallet Playground in our apt node, we should first install the blockchain manager blocklet and set up a local chain and a foreign chain. Then we need to set up the blockchain explorer. Then we need to set up the Wallet Playground. Now let's move on to set up our Wallet Playground. I have running apt node here on my local laptop, and I have already installed our blockchain manager and the blockchain explorer blocklet. and both all of the blockheads are running. If they are not running, please get them started by click this button. And to start, we need to create two test chains on our local block with our local blockchain manager. Click this button and name our first chain as the local chain, which will be the chain where our game chain, where our game coin will live on. The token name, let's name it as the game coin, and token symbol, let's name it as play. Then let's scan the QR code with our APT wallet to create a blockchain moderator. Okay, then let's hit the create button and wait for the chain to create. Then we can start the chain. The start may take about 10 or more seconds to complete. Okay, then let's create another chain called foreign chain. The token name is named native APT, and the token symbol is, let's name it as TBA, since it's not exactly the same as APT. Again, we need to create a chain moderator for this foreign chain. Create. Okay. We need to make sure both the foreign chain and the local chain are running. Let's duplicate this table because we need to set up these two chains in our block explorer. Let's open the public interface of the block explorer. And then let's copy the GraphQL endpoint of the two chains and add them to the network list of the blockchain explorer. Let's use our internal IP here. You should use a different IP on your local networking environment. Then we need the GQL endpoint of our another chain. Okay. Okay, the foreign chain and the local chain are both added, and let's switch to the local chain and block and explore the blockchain with the block explorer. There are no transactions here. Then let's move on to install our wallet playground from the marketplace. Okay, then we need to open the wallet playground. The wallet playground requires a MongoDB connection string to start. We need to get one. Let's click the edit button here and paste in the connection string, wallet playground apt node. Okay, because we want the wallet playground to connect to the two chains we just created. So we need to add 4 more environment variables for the wallet playground before we start it. First, we need to set local chain ID to local chain. Then we need to set local chain host to let's copy the link here. Again, we should use our internet app here. Yeah. Okay, let's copy this for later use. Again, we need to add foreign chain ID as foreign chain, and the foreign chain host as 8106. Okay, all the configurations are there. And then let's start the wallet playground. It may take minutes for the wallet playground to start, since the playground pre-start hook is doing a lot of work. First, it needs to declare itself using this blocked FSK on the two chains we just created. Then the script will collect tokens to the playground wallet playground account for user to play with, and we can check out the transactions here. These transactions are all done by the pre-start script hook of the wallet playground. I think now our wallet playground is up and running. Let's open the playground and log in. Use our ABT wallet. First, this is a mini page of the wallet playground. On this page, we can claim tokens for test. First, let's get 10 native tokens TBA from the wallet playground account. When we refresh our wallet, we can see that our balance has changed. Then we can get 20 play for later use. Okay, here we are. Maybe you are wondering why we have so many tokens here. That's because the blockchain manager, when we created the two chains, we have generated the key pair of the blockchain moderator of each of the new chain. Thus, the token of the blockchain are all in the moderator account. And for the wallet playground account, it's here. This is the transaction that we just got 20 play token. And because in our game, we will let users to buy the play coin, with TBA token, TBA coin. And this is we can use this button to test. When we click this button and this is the swap screen. On the swap screen, we can see that we will send one TBA and we will receive around 20 play as a result after the swap succeed. Now let's confirm. Okay, after the operation, we can see that the TBA part is the TBA balance is updated and our play balance is also updated. And this is the atomic swap record that we just generated. Okay, this is the feature needed for user to swap their native ABT token for the game coins. And there's another feature for in the game that requires user to pay game coin to start a game. This is a button to achieve that. When you click this button, let's use the play token. When you click this button, you will be asked by the DApp to pay 10 play to unlock something or to buy something. Okay, our balance is also updated. And for the NFT badge part, for the badge, we can open the full list of our wallet playground, which have tons of features for you to play with. Let's use this for a test. Because the badge test kit is broken, we can just test with our ticket part. We can get a ticket for free when and this is a preview of the ticket. Let's slide to confirm. And then in the wallet, let's refresh. Then we can see the ticket is there. And in the game, when the user has achieved a high score on record, we will give him a badge. A badge will look like this. Very similar to tickets. And I think that's all for the wallet playground demo. More features are here for you to discover. And